every single one of you are aspiring business owners. And every single one of you want to make an additional stream of income with your own knowledge and your own experience and your own expertise. Totally get it. Today, I want to comb through the 9 steps that are stopping you from making money in this online space. Okay. I am going to cover all 9 of the steps that you need in order to be successful in making money on social media. Okay. So, today, I want you to, again, grab your notebooks out. We're about to get started in just a sec. And I am dropping the 9 gems, okay? The 9 strategies that you need in order to be successful in the online space. So, first things first, oh, let me get some more lighting in here. Hold on. There we go. There we go. All right, that's a little better. Ta-da! Okay, perfect. So every single one of you are looking in the online world, swiping through Instagram, trying to figure out exactly how to start making money online. You've tried it all, you've done it all, you've done the affiliates thing, you've looked into classes and courses, and you're still stuck somewhere and the money is not flowing. So I'm going to go through the 9 steps of creating your first coin in the online space. And I want to give you an opportunity to follow these steps, ask me some questions, dive in and get the solutions that you need so you can start making money before the holidays kick in. Now, I know a lot of my followers are moms. A lot of my ladies in my community are moms. And even if you're not, you've got responsibilities either way. But for my ladies that are moms, you know, Halloween, them costumes are not going to buy themselves and they are expensive. Okay. You cannot get a costume for less than $100 nowadays. And then we have Thanksgiving the month after. And then the month after, we have Christmas. So we have the 3 most expensive months, okay, out of the entire year. And I want to make sure that you're financially prepared for them. So, first of the 9 steps, number one is our topic. Okay. Now, some of you are still stuck right on this space. Okay. Right on the topic space. You're like, Coach, what do I talk about? What do I do? What do I teach people? Well, I'm going to give you a really quick breakdown of how to know that you have a hot topic. Number one is making sure that your topic is in demand, meaning making sure you have an audience for it. The only way to discover that outside of using places like Ask the Public or Google or ChatGPT is to literally think of some hashtags that you would use. I would say stick between 3 and 5 that would match and align with your brand and the goal of your how to. Okay. Speaking of how to's, as long as this topic is a how to, you immediately are on the right track to a 6-figure product. That's number one. Number two, when you do Ask the Public, when you look it up on Google, and when you use the hashtag strategy, when you type in your hashtag, for example, special education, and you type that into the search bar in Instagram, if you type in, single mom in the chat, or I'm sorry, in the search box on Instagram. If you type in something like, one of my students is currently working with mothers and parents of children with disabilities, right? So if you type in hashtag autism awareness or something like that, pick your 3 to 5 hashtags, put them into the search bar and see what you get. If you got good stuff, if you got a lot of material coming from those hashtags, that's how you know that you're on the right track. Okay. So, number one is discovering your topic. Make sure that this topic is a how to. If it is a how to, again, you're already on the right track because people want the secrets, they want the sauce, and they don't always want to necessarily sit and find it on YouTube or figure it out themselves. They want the fast track to executing the plan. So, number one is your how to topic. Okay. Moving on to step number two, your content. Most of us are missing in this section right here. Okay. Your content is the key to people seeing you. Your content is the key to people liking you. And we tend to not post content until after we've finished out the board and then we go back and post content. But really, your content should be kicking in immediately after you've discovered your topic. Like the first thing after you've had your aha moment of like, oh, I want to help people learn how to make money on social media. My very next thing that I do is go to social media and make content about how to teach people to similar to what you're watching now, right? How to teach people, I'm sorry, to teach people how to learn how to make money on social media. So it is your content. Now, within this content, you want this content to ask your audience questions. What you want primarily from this content is feedback. You're not looking to sell anything to anybody. You're not looking to get any kind of uh, financial gain from your content in this first trial error, right? In this first week or two. Your goal is to literally just get your audience to engage. You want to ask them questions. You want to find out what their weaknesses are. You want to find out where they struggle the most within this process of your how to that you're teaching. You really want to uncover the things that are pain points to them. And the best way to do that is to curate content that asks questions and creates engagement, or at least sparks questions in their mind, which also increases the engagement. So for someone who is, let's say, teaching people how to cleanse themselves, right? How to take a cleanse and free your body from parasites or whatever, right? You're going to begin asking people questions of your content consists of like, do you have this problem and you're bloating and you're this and you're that and you're feeling all these things. You're feeling down. You feel like you don't have energy. You feel like, what do you feel is a contributing factor to that? What do you think you're eating that is causing this breakout in your skin? Why do you think, or what foods do you think you're putting in your body that are good? Which ones are bad, right? You're asking questions and creating engagement in this space. This is where we make the biggest mistake. It is not the topic. It is the fact that we skipped from the topic straight into selling stuff. And that doesn't happen until way down here in step 9. Okay. So the first thing we need to be doing is educating our audience, but engaging them and asking questions, finding out what they need from us in order to be successful, but also having them realize that they actually have a problem. Most people do not even realize that they have a problem until they've met you. And then they're like, okay, I definitely have an issue. This person can definitely help me with this issue. Let me go ahead and pay attention. Let me listen. Okay. It's part of the reason why you guys showed up today. Part of the reason why you commented the trigger word to get access to this training. It is part of the reason why my students that are here on this training have paid hundreds to thousands of dollars to be a part of the community to learn these things from me every single week, right? Because I created questions in my content to find out exactly what my people need so that I could show up and deliver on it. Make sense? So the very, very next thing you do once you figured out your topic is not go create a landing page. It's not go purchase your LLC. It is not register your business. It is not come up with a logo. It is putting out the content that indicates to you whether people are interested or not. Make sense? Now, let's move on to step 3. Through this content, you'll notice that these things begin to thread together. Okay. So, step number 3, every single time, is you creating a space. Okay. It is you creating a safe space for your people to come in, connect, and chat with each other. Okay. Now, this safe space may consist of a community. It might be on school. It might be on Facebook. It might be on Slack. It might be on Discord. It doesn't matter to me where that safe space is, but the first place it's curated is in your content, right on your Instagram page. I still have people that will DM me privately because my topic on the dating side can be a little taboo, or women that appear to have successful businesses that are really struggling will dive in my DM and have the conversation there because they feel like I need to be able to share these things with you, but I don't feel like doing it on your public page with all your followers is the safe space for me. So I've curated a safe space for them within my DM, and I invite them to come into my DM and connect and talk with me. I may voice note them back, I may send a quick message, but the purpose of that DM interaction is to create a safe space for them and then point them over to my safe space, which is a paid community. right? If I nurture them in the DM and I'm romancing them in the DM, I'm building rapport in the DM, I'm genuinely concerned with creating a solution for them, whatever I offer at the end of that conversation, if it's within their buying power to do it, they will figure out how. They will figure out where to save the money. They will figure out what credit card to put it on. They will figure out how to get their hands on what you have to offer because you curated a safe space for them in the DM. You reached out because you saw they wrote a trigger word and they didn't buy whatever the trigger word was attached to. That's okay. You saw them engage on your page, so you reach out and you say, hey, I know that you're struggling with this. I know that you're struggling with creating IEPs for your students. I know that you're struggling with belly bloating. I know that you're struggling with creating and becoming an Amazon influencer. I know that you're struggling with buying your first property. You see, you reach out to them, create the safe space for them, and pull them into that safe space. Okay? In the beginning, your DM is not going to be crazy flooded. Eventually, you'll need help to manage these things. But I've got 335,000, 36,000 followers, and I don't have anybody in my DM still to this day. I use automation to start and trigger those conversations, and then I just correspond and interact with my automations to give that fluid real-time feel for the person that's on the other side of that DM. I do not use bots to create the conversations. They may start it, but I do not allow my bots to fully fulfill the conversation. I want those people to get a piece of me because if they're going to pay me, I want them to at least step in with comfort and a sound mind, knowing that their investment is going to go towards a solution and the person that they're investing in, AKA me, is going to provide that for them. So I've got to nurture them. The same way you meet a brand new puppy and you kind of just like put your hand out for them to sniff you a little bit, and you might say some cute little things. Oh, you're so cute, oh, puppy, right? And you kind of like love on that puppy a little bit so that it will trust you. And then eventually it'll take a snack from you. And once it takes the treat from you, it'll allow you to feed it, and it'll allow you to take it away from its owner, and it'll allow you, AKA all their bad habits that they were doing that they will no longer do because they found you. You see? So it is like nurturing a brand new puppy. Okay. It is like nurturing someone else's brand new puppy. All right. And if you don't want to startle and scare them off, you can't just come up to the new puppy and be like, hey, new puppy, let me hold you. And the puppy's like, run away, go hide, right? So you've got to do it in a delicate way that lets that person feel confident and comfortable in what you are about to offer them. It's got to be genuine, it's got to be real. Okay. Step 4 is your content answers. Now, I know some of you are like, well, what the hell, coach? We already have content. Yes, but that is content questions. Here, we are offering content solutions. Okay. So we are answering the things that our folks have been telling us, not only in the DM, not only in our community, not only in those places, but they're telling us by answering the content questions that we put out before, right? With the content questions that we put out before. So in this step, when we're asking them engaging questions and they're giving us their answers, what they're dumping is all of their concerns, all their dreams, all their desires, all their doubts. Okay. Y'all know the 3 Ds, very important. Okay. The biggest D you need in your life is these 3. Okay. When you are creating content to sell and convert, you need these 3 Ds. Okay. You've had plenty of D before, but it never paid you like these Ds will. Okay. So dreams, doubts, and desires are the things that you're going to focus on in your question content. In your answer content, what you're doing is you're taking all of these concerns and dreams and doubts and desires, and you're putting them into a content format that delivers them the D, okay? You are literally delivering them the things that they have the questions on. You are providing solutions, very much like you see within my content, right? It's not just like, hey, where do you go to meet a high value provider man? No, it's like, here's 10 places you can go in your city to meet provider men. Here's what you do when you get there. Here's what. The how is what we'll get to as we get closer to the bottom. The how is within your offer. Okay. The how is a piece of what I'm teaching you today, right? This is still very much what, But with my students, we dive deeper into the how. How do I create and find my topic? How do I create solid content? How do I create a safe space? You see? The how is delivered once you pay for the process. Okay. But here you want to give them a dose so that, again, positioning yourself as the expert, letting them know that you know this stuff through and through, that they can trust your advice, and that they can get measurable results from the information you've given them so far. Okay. That's the key. Giving measurable, actionable steps that they can get a result from. So if you know a special way to create an IEP in 20 minutes versus 2 hours, you give them that tip and that strategy, but not giving them how to do it, but telling them what to do, just like I'm doing here. Make sense? Yes, yes. So once you've created the safe space and you've got the content that's pumping out, that's giving them solutions and answers, next you want to make sure that you are connecting with them in real time. Okay, now this is a pain point for many of you, but it is absolutely necessary, especially those of you that feel like, well, when I hop on nobody's watching, or when I hop on I only have 2 people watching. Most of my views truly come in after my call is finished. Okay. Even within my community, I will have, 20, 30 ladies show up for my call, and 60 women watch it after. You see? So it's all about timing. If you don't know your audience yet, which you don't because you're just getting started, you don't really know, like, when are they online? When are they available? When are they free to hop on? When can I communicate with them most effectively? You're learning that. So don't apply too much pressure here. Just make sure you get it done. You see, your live is the way to connect with your audience, to answer their questions in real time, to deliver real value, to give them what you give them here, just live. So you can literally take the same piece of content you just created yesterday and do a live about that topic. You see, you don't have to create a whole new live strategy. You've already figured it out because the pieces of content you're posting are telling you what your people want and what they want to see and what they want to hear. So now you just go live, pick that particular topic, hone in on one piece of it, right? One gem, hone in on it, and give people what they came here for. When you do that and you do it consistently on a weekly basis, people will develop a know, like, and trust. People will become literally fans. You will create a community full of raging fans who cannot wait for you to drop your next product, who cannot wait for you to put something else out, who are excited about your offer and are lining up to give you their money. Okay. But without this piece, you will miss out on the demographic of people that are really here to see you. You see? Now, from our live and connect, we want to let people know and indicate to them that, hey, I'm working on some stuff. Okay. This is your opportunity to get people excited about what's coming soon. You see, because they're going to, if you're doing these steps correctly, by the time you get here on your live, they're going to be saying, Sonia, do you have a class or course? They're going to be saying, Mashana, how can I learn how to plan these trips and travel in groups and make money from it? Do you have a course? They're going to be saying, Asia, how did you get your affiliate link to approve? I've been trying to get approved as an Amazon affiliate and I keep failing and I don't know why. Do you have an ebook? You see, people will be asking in this section, in this segment, they'll be asking you, what can I get? What is coming soon? And you'll be able to let them know and release both in your reels and on your live exactly what is coming soon. Okay. So as you get to the end of your live, you let people know, hey, for those of you, how many of you want to go deeper? Comment deeper, and they'll all write deeper. And maybe deeper is connected to your many chat feature that sends them over more information and gets them excited, right? But comment deeper if you want to go deeper. Now, before you hop off on your live, you're telling people, hey, listen, for all of you that commented deeper, make sure you check your DM. I've sent you some information about what's coming. I'm super excited about it. It's going to insert transformation here. Okay. We have a tendency of selling people benefits and features and not the transformation itself. You see, when you come in through Boss Up Academy, you're going to learn a lot of stuff. There's a lot of features, there's videos on this and that. But what's going to happen is it's going to turn your mindset from an employee to an employer. You're going to go from living a life of structure based upon someone else's standard to living a life of freedom and having your own funds and having money roll in so you can begin to enjoy your life again. You see the difference between it's got this class and that course, and it's going to teach you this and it's going to teach you that, versus painting the picture. You'll be able to work from anywhere in the world and make money while you're sleeping. You'll be able to enjoy a cocktail on the beach while your bank account explodes. You see, that is the transformation. If this were the dating side, I would say, going from the single struggle and figuring it out to never having to worry about that next bill, to never having to worry about how you're going to build your business, to literally living a lifestyle with someone who loves on you, fills your spiritual cup, takes you on travel and experiences, enjoy life's luxuries. You see, I'm painting the picture of the transformation. I am not focused solely on the features and benefits. And that's where this coming soon you need to really hone in on that in this coming soon section. Okay? Painting the picture of the experience. What will they experience after working with you? What are they experiencing now? Poor gut health, bloating, you're farting all the time, you're not fitting in your jeans, you know? Once you come and work with me, you'll be able to get dressed without a question of a doubt because everything in your closet will fit you again and fit you nicely. You'll never have to figure out what shirt covers your gut because you'll be flat tummied after my tea. You see? You'll have energy to run outside with your kids again. You'll sleep better at night. You'll be more productive at work. You paint the picture of the transformation. Okay? It's like foreshadowing a testimonial. Again, another big step that we miss is the coming soon. We go straight from our how to straight into buy my stuff. We go straight from the how to. We might create a piece of content or two and we go straight to let me sell you something. And without the remaining 8 steps in between, you're going to go from 1 to 9, you're going to miss 7 steps in the middle, and that's where your money is in these 7 steps. Make sense? Now, from the coming soon, we need to make sure that we're rolling that information back over into the place where people watch us the most. Where is the one place on social media that your raving fans are? Where is it?
Stories?
Absolutely. Tell me why.
Ooh. People like to know what you're doing every day. And it's kind of like it's quick and it kind of helps them. You can walk them through a story, literally, through the
Yes,
stories.
yes. People love a good story. And yes, Ty, people love to be nosy, baby. How many of you have watched my story when you knew I was up to something? You knew I was going to buy a new car. You knew I was
Absolutely.
going on a trip. You knew Papa and I were getting ready to do something big. You knew that my daughter was getting a new car. You knew I was coming down to Philly. You knew that I was, right? So you followed the story and the journey. Ladies, you are missing the journey. You are taking people because of your experience. It's been such a long process for you to go from here to here that you skip all of that and go from here to here without any of the middle part. And that middle part is what makes people pay you. That story is what they attach themselves to. That story is what they need to feel like they are inspired to do it themselves. They need to know your struggle. They need to know your pain. They need to know the process. They need to know what hurts. They need to know. Without the story, it's no longer a journey. Imagine a bedtime story that started with a princess in a far, far away land long, long ago, married a beast, kissed him, and lived happily ever after. Like your baby is mad at you. Like, mom, that's the story. I'm not even. I didn't even get. There was nothing good in that story. Where's the romance? Where's the challenge? Where's the peak point and the climax? Where is I'm bored? You're boring your audience without filling them with your stories. And I'm not talking about stories of come with me to the Nike store. I'm not talking about stories of look at how pretty I look today or this is the makeup I'm wearing. Unless you're Asia, you should not be posting makeup, okay? Because you are not an Amazon influencer. Nobody cares. Keep it on topic. Now, if you're going to share your makeup routine, you're doing it because the routine that you have is impactful to your skin and it's hydrating and you see, it still allows your body to cleanse and clean out your pores, but it doesn't block those pores in the meantime. You see how I'm taking that and I'm directly affiliating it with someone who's teaching you how to do a full body cleanse? You can still share those little things. You can turn anything into your topic, into a story, as long as you do it intentionally. Okay. You can turn your trip to Walmart or Target or the grocery store into a full blown. I went into the grocery store. Did anybody see the Oreo example that I used that day? Right? About like the different packs of Oreos and how they didn't start with cupcake Oreos. They started with a black ass cookie with a white cream center, and that was it. Pure black cookie, white cream center. That was it. Then they started flipping and reversing it and changing it. And now it had chocolate in the middle of vanilla cookies. And now they have lemon cookies. And you will share that journey and that story with people, and they will follow the process as long as it ties back to your business. So I used it as us creating products for our business. You don't start with 55 flavors of products, you start with one, like I'm teaching you today. You see? So you can turn anything into that story and into that journey if you are mindfully doing so and doing so with intention. And that's what it should be. I don't care if it's getting dressed. I don't care if it's going to an event. I don't care what it is. If you're going to an event, you're going to an event because you built your business around this thing and you're able to go because your clothes fit and you're able to go because you feel good and you're able to go because this new makeup kit you got from Amazon just made your face look so good. You knew you had to go somewhere. You had no excuses. You see where I'm going with this? Okay. And all of these things can be implemented into your strategy and will help you make a whole lot more money a whole lot faster. Okay. Now, down to the final two. Number 8, after we've created our topic, start putting out question content, which creates engagement, created a safe space in our DM, in our comment section, maybe even externally in a paid community somewhere. You can literally start making money as soon as step 3. If you turn this into a paid community, you give people the answers they're looking for, you answer their questions within the content, and you offer them through a trigger word to go to their safe space. You understand? You can start making money as soon as you figure out your topic, put the content out, and create the safe space. You can make money right here. And you will if you just follow these first 3 steps. So beyond those first 3, we get into our next 3. We got 4, 5, and 6, which is your content answering. This is positioning you as the expert, okay? Because now you're not asking questions, you're delivering answers and solutions, okay? Then you're doing so on the live, so you double down on that expertise, okay? And you begin shamelessly plugging what is coming soon. Okay, this is your album release party. This is your movie trailer. Okay, this is the equivalent of that. Your coming soon is the equivalent of the new Wolverine movie coming out and all these clips going out online, right? All of these trailers that you see. That's what happens in here. Then you get it to the live and you share and plug shamelessly what is coming, have them comment the trigger word and make sure that they get more information automatically. Okay. Then in our stories, we are just doubling down on that again and we are creating excitement. We are creating excitement and intrigue. Okay. We are creating excitement and intrigue. We are seeing people that follow you for real, want to know for real what's happening next. and we are giving them the excitement that they are looking for. We're getting them geared up and ready to go. Okay. Then we are creating our wait list. Okay. What our wait list does is it gives us FOMO feel. Okay. Best way to do this is internally through Instagram, through ManyChat. Okay. There is a sequence that you can set up in ManyChat. Let me find it actually and share it with you guys. There is a sequence in ManyChat that you can do that is already kind of set up for you. You just have to go in and write the wording to fit with what you want it to fit with. But you're going to go into your automations. You're going to hit new automation, and then you're going to see one that says generate leads. It can either be from your stories generating leads, or it could be the one that says, oh, they just changed all these. Nice. Okay. They changed the wording on it. Hang on. Redirect. Nope, nope, nope. Launch a new product. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. Hang on. Products in the DM. Oh, they just changed all of this. This looks different. I was just in here yesterday and it didn't look like this. Okay, so grow your email list is what it's called now. So uh the template is called grow your email list. And then it'll set you up with what it already needs, what you already need. Okay. Now I know some of you are going to have a hard time seeing this. That's okay. You can play it back. But what it does is the user sends a message, you hit your trigger word, then it sends them a message. In this message, you're just going to say, like, hey, you're interested in this, right? Like, is this what you want? They're going to say yes. Then you can go ahead and send them the information after they drop your email, right? So in here, it'll say, is this what you want? They're going to say yes. Then the next step, I would move waiting for email from contact to over here so that that person gives us their email information before we give them what they came here for. Understood? So initially it is, and I'm gonna do this on here. I wasn't gonna give y'all this gem, but I really, really want to. So on here, it is essentially the first thing they are inquiring about, right? They have a question, so they say the trigger word. Okay, comes in. Your sequence is like this. It goes into a sequence where you say, hey, is this what you want? I need this board to write faster. Is this what you want? They say yes, right? So your little communication box is simple, yes. Then this leads them to a sequence that says, okay, I got this for you. Send me your email so I can get it to you. Okay. Now they drop their email. Okay. Which triggers the next one, which is you saying, perfect, got it. And you deliver whatever they came there for. Understood? So now you build an email list that you have a wait list. They might not even, this message might not say, do you want to get on the wait list? This message might say, do you want more information on the checklist that I talked about on my live today? Do you want the outline for the IEP that I use to create my IEPs in 20 minutes? Do you want the cheat sheet for Amazon to give you a yes on your next application, right? It's just something small that's gratifying them, and you get their email from them, and then you deliver that thing. And you're curating an email list that you can then import into your email and actually reach out to your people and give them what they came for. Okay? Which leads us into number 9. Now, this is where the big money comes in. Okay. This is where you go through the launch. Now, if you need more information on launching inside of Boss Up Academy, there is a whole calendar to learn how to properly launch your products, to know when emails should go out, how many should go out, when you should start getting people geared up and excited, what that looks like to deliver a proper launch is already in Boss Up Academy. So you can go check that out. Okay. But for now, I want you to know that The big money comes in from the launch. This is a cash injection, meaning you are releasing this thing for the first time. Everybody goes to buy it, just like an album, just like a movie. They did in the box office in the first week, 1.5 million or whatever, right? You hear things like that all the time because that is how you know that the marketing has been done correctly. Marketing is not you showing up online and telling people about stuff. Marketing is not you sending emails to people about your stuff. Marketing is not you going live. Marketing is not you taking pretty pictures to post on your page and talk about your stuff. Marketing is putting the sequence of all of those things together in a sequence like this that you follow and execute intentionally. That is marketing. People think marketing is just getting on social media and telling people about your stuff. No, that is promotion or advertising. That is not marketing. Marketing is the strategy to get people from cold all the way through to I want to buy this. It is an intentional series of steps that you take to inform people about your products, get them excited, and get them to buy them. That is marketing. Okay? Marketing is not what you do in your reel. That is advertising or even sales or promotion. That is not marketing. Understood? So you need this entire sequence to know if you've successfully marketed your product. By the time you get to the launch, people will be lined up and ready to go. They're going to hop on your webinar. Okay, this might look like a webinar. This might look like a live on Instagram. Okay, this might look like a launch just done in your stories. It may be done via email. It may be all of the above. Okay, it might be in your community. Okay, but wherever it is, and however many of these steps you take, this is where the cash injection comes in. Okay, but without these prior steps, you will never get here. If you skip from here to here, you will never make any money. And really, you could have been making money all the way right here. You could have had your first cash injection right here. You could have had your first residual income set up already before you ever launch your actual product. You can have a community built based upon just the interest alone in your topic. I don't care if it's $20 a month. I don't care if it's $200 a month. Now, somewhere in between here and here is where the doubt demon lies. Okay? This is where the doubt demon comes in to tell you nobody's buying your product. Nobody wants that. You're never going to be able to sell it. And then he doubles down in row two because now you're creating the content. You're like, okay, I created a safe space, but nobody's in my community. But nobody is commenting in the community, and it's free. Nobody's even using it. People aren't considering me an expert. I'm scared to go live because nobody's on my live. I'm not going to go live. Nobody's on there. You see? The doubt doubles down every row you go. The doubt demon doubles down. I want you to write that down. Every row you go, the doubt demon doubles down. Some of you are in this space right now where the doubt demon is sitting on your shoulder saying, you got to pivot. This ain't going to work. But you haven't even really stuck with it for 30 days or more to even know if it's going to work. If you were fat 30 days ago and you did nothing halfway through that month, and then you decided to pick up the speed because you got inspired, you're going to be just equally as fat at the end of the month. You might have a pound or two down, but you're not going to be like model material. You see, if you start your curl journey today and for the first 2 weeks you half-ass it, or you go hard the first 2 weeks because you were excited and out the gate you went crazy, and then 2 weeks later you slowed down and stopped applying the curl cream and stopped sitting and letting it soak into your hair follicles and steaming your hair the way they told you to, you're not going to have the curls that you expect to at the end of the month. And this is what we do. And this is how the doubt demon doubles down and destroys your dream. Every time. Every single time. You don't give yourself enough time and enough challenge for long enough to actually see the coins come in and convert. You don't. So This is your 9 steps to being successful. I hope you've written them down on your document because you're going to now go in and I want you to put just a little check mark or an X mark next to the ones that you've successfully done and are still doing. You're going to find that over half of these you have X's on. You're going to find that a few of these you can actually consciously check off and be for real and truthful to yourself and say, I know I'm not doing this. I haven't gone live in 3 weeks. Or when I went live, it was really dry and I didn't even save it because I wasn't excited about it. Or I didn't have a cheat sheet and steps for what I was going to talk about. Let me tell y'all something. It is always better when you strategize the plan, when you full blown marketing, right? Let me show you. Today's class would not have been as good had I not had my cheat sheet. Understand? Had I not said before I go live on this call, I'm going to write down the steps I want to give them versus freestyle it when I get on the call, this call is better than last week's call because I did this. You understand? That's all you have to do when you're ready to go live. It could take you 5, 10 minutes to do. It doesn't have to be a 2 hour thing, but it does have to be done. And if it's not done, you'll be able to tell because by the time you get to the bottom, baby, you've got no one. Okay? You've got no one. I'll pull this a little bit closer so you guys can write them all down. Okay. And on the video playback, you'll be able to zoom in a little bit deeper and see. But I want you to know that this is the 9 step strategy to being successful with launching your first product. Okay. Now, for those of you that want to go deeper, here's a piece of the strategy that I told you I was going to give you in here. But now I'm actively doing it, right? You know my topic. That's why you're here. Okay. There's going to be a reel that brought you here. And then I'm going to go through that content and I'm going to look for the questions that people have. I'm going to go through my community and my safe space and make sure that I'm focused on answering the questions that my people have. Okay? Then I'm going to go live and connect with you like I'm doing right now. Then I'm going to let you know that, hey, coming soon, we are completely closing Boss Up Academy. We are moving into a new space. We're going to be reinventing this thing. It's going to be insane. However, for those of my ladies that are already here and still here, we're rocking out until the very end. Okay. Till the last Mohican has hollered. We are going to rock out. However, any new ladies, any new students, even gentlemen, we've got gentlemen in Boss Up Academy, they will not be able to join, okay? They will not be able to join Boss Up Academy beyond November. November is our last call in our last month where we're offering it, and you can only get in for 2 months at a time. So if you're watching this and you're like, you know what, I really need these strategies, but I need to go deeper. I really need the how. Now that I have the what, I need the how. I need to go deeper on the how. Then Boss Up Academy is where you need to be. I strongly suggest you go check out the Boss Up Academy. The link is going to be right below this video. You can click on it. You can sign yourself up for 2 months for $222. Okay, you can lock in with all the ladies right here in my community and get the help and assistance that you're looking for and get this product launched before the holiday is even here. So before December hits, every single one of you that are in this room right now that are already working with me should absolutely have money rolling in. And if you don't, it's time for you to really take this seriously. Go in and watch the videos, go in and execute on your offer because there is something within this sequence of steps that you are not doing. Okay? There's something within this sequence of steps that you are not doing. So if you're ready to make some money, click the link below. If you're one of my students, hang around. I'm going to cut the recording and we're going to go into a live Q&A. If you want to be a part of the live Q&A, you've got to be inside of the Boss Up Academy. So make sure you take the opportunity to click the link. See what I did there? You see? Okay. Now, if you are a keen observer, you've watched this with both eyes, meaning one of them was listening and learning, the other one was absorbing and realizing what I'm doing so that you can implement these same strategies within your formula so that you can start getting people on the call, people after the call, create a freebie from a call that you're already doing. We call this slutting out your content. So you'll see more once you dive in, but I'm going to say ciao for now. Keep it right, keep it tight, make sure you lock in so that you can start to see the money roll in. Yes, yes. Now, y'all ladies know how this goes. This is really, truly hard work. Nobody will ever tell you differently. It is not just a luxury, it's a lifestyle. Ciao for now. See you in the boss side.